This is an ATUMTEK selfie stick slash tripod. It's a 55-inch cell phone tripod, and it has a built-in Bluetooth shutter release. So you can see kind of a picture there of it fully extended with the Bluetooth shutter. I was sent this to review for free. It would normally cost you $28 or maybe $22 if you got a $6 coupon. They haven't paid me for my review, so my opinions remain my own. So in the box, you have the little user's manual. You have a USB cable, which is USB-A to USB-C. I believe that's for charging this guy here. It is held in with a tiny little piece of plastic there. And so that is a rechargeable shutter button. So this is a Bluetooth button. You plug it in over USB-C to charge it, and then when you pair it with your phone, you can push this button and it will take the picture with your camera. And there's a little notch in both sides here for this thing to snap into. Anyways, it's retained. Warning: fully pull out or push back the stick to open and close tripod instead of operating the three legs. So apparently we are not supposed to operate the three legs to open and close them. We're supposed to fully push the tripod in and out. So this is the cell phone holder here. It can rotate like so, and it can rotate around like so, and it pinches your cell phone like so. So this guy extends and extends and extends by quite a bit. And then it says to pull this thing out to get the things out. So I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to read the manual. Okay, so to use the tripod, you do have to manually unclick or unlock the legs. And after you do that, then you're supposed to pull on this bit and it pops in and out and you have a little tripod. And it stands upright. Alright, so it's not super tall, but it's plenty tall enough for you to set out and then use it to take a selfie. Obviously you're using the Bluetooth remote control to trigger this thing when it goes off. Alright, that thing is a very long selfie stick, as selfie sticks go. It's not super lightweight, but at that extension it's mostly the weight of my phone that's holding it out there. It's not something I'd want to carry around like this for hours, but it's certainly manageable to move that phone around at that 50-inch distance. And your thumb is right here on this button, although you do have 5 or 10 inches of selfie stick below where that thumb would be for the button to operate. Alright, there's no requirement that you extend this pull all the way out to use it, so you can certainly leave this thing just holding your phone as a kind of tabletop tripod. Now, if you turn it this way, you have to rotate the whole thing to adjust it because this adjuster, goes that way. But you can generally position your phone, pretty much where you want it. If you have a vertical aspect ratio, you're going to be turning this way. If you're in horizontal aspect ratio, you can just turn this all the way around like that, and you can kind of tilt it this way a little bit. So you can, if you want to do that type of aiming, you're going to have to be rotating the tripod and setting it up. But basically, you can point your phone just about anywhere you want. This grippy thing is plenty strong. It looks like it's plenty big to accommodate just about any phone there. So the gripping surface is good. It works well. I have a case on my phone. It has no problem, holding onto the phone with the case. There's, a little lip here, and this bit here is super tall with a lip there, so I don't have any problems even with my phone being in a case there. And you could, I have a little extra room for a thicker case there. Now the instructions say don't pinch your fingers when you're closing this thing up, because as you push it down, if you were to be holding this here and push down and close it, it would snap your fingers. I got my hand snapped right there. So even reading that warning message, it is going to be something that can pinch in here as this comes closed together. All right, so size-wise, this thing is just slightly longer than a foot. It's maybe 1 foot, ½ inch. It's about 1.5 inches in diameter there, and weight-wise, it's 12 ounces. So it's not quite a pound. It's relatively lightweight for its size. It doesn't feel like super dense, but you know, you put this in a bag, it's like having an umbrella or something in that bag. You're going to notice it in the bag. So that's 335 grams. So if you don't need the tripod functionality, you might go for something smaller that's not quite as bulky. But it's not bad to carry around. You know, if you're looking for combo tripod and selfie stick, this guy gives you a lot of options. Build-wise, the plastic feels not flimsy. I mean, it has a lot of these little crisscross grid things. It's, you know, plenty strong. I don't feel like my phone's in any danger of falling off or falling over, not being supported by this guy. And these, you know, aluminum brace parts are pretty strong here. But it does feel like plastic. You know, it kind of has that clicky, snappy, plasticky feel. It's not like it's a, you know, nylon reinforced with fibers or something, you know, like super premium there. But it does work, and you do have a really long extension here. There's, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like there's 6 internal tubes here that all extend out a bit to give you that 55-inch. You know, so you really do have, this is, you know, pretty darn long as selfie sticks go. Slightly short on the tripod side maybe, but it's a pretty respectable camera tripod. You know, it doesn't have a 1/4x20 or anything like that. This is strictly for cell phones, and so for a lightweight cell phone type thing up here, you know, it's plenty strong and sturdy and stable for something like that. All right, let's try out the included Bluetooth shutter. You say push and hold to turn it on. It takes about 3 seconds. There it is, green. You go to your Bluetooth and you look for a new device, and it's supposed to be a ATUMTEK. And I found it. It basically looks like a keyboard. Once you pair to this device, it will allow you to take pictures with it. So here is my camera. I pushed the button and it took a picture. You know, so there's a picture of my table. So it's just that simple. And it even tells me, hey, you have 90% battery left. It says comes charged from the factory. So if it's not connected for 10 minutes, it'll turn off. So if you turn off Bluetooth on your phone, it'll turn off. Or you can push and hold for 3 seconds and it turns off. Now, when you're using this in tripod mode instead of selfie stick mode, you just snap that out, take it with you, push the button when you want to take a picture, then you just push this thing in and then snap that in, and it is retained there. Now, I don't know, it basically looks like they just have little snap bits there that fit into this snappy groove and that USB port. So it seems to mostly go in both ways. I think, just judging by how everything works, it's supposed to go in like that. But either way, it's holding in, and you know, it's not coming out. So you know, it's in there pretty well. All right, so value for money, I would kind of call this a middle of the line product. It's reasonably decent build quality. Looks like the plastic and the aluminum work pretty well. It's not like super premium, but the price is also relatively low. So if you use a selfie stick a lot and you want to have the ability to use a tripod, this is a nice all-in-one solution that has kind of the selfie stick / tripod combo nailed. You know, it's a bit long in my opinion. You can certainly fit it in a backpack or any reasonable sized bag, but it is, you know, a 1.1 inch or 1.5 inches there, so it's kind of long. I don't know if I'd want to carry this around all day myself without a bag to put it in.